What's going on, guys? Welcome back to some more Minecraft. It's been a while, yet again, but I really honestly do forget what episode we're up to, but hopefully some of you guys can figure it out for me. But anyway, since our last episode, I've been AFKing here for quite a while. I do this quite often, and I'm not going to actually check back at the storage room, because I really want to make this pile up for like a crap ton of episodes and then check it out. But I think we're just going to jump off this thing and not die. Please load, thank you. This game, it fucking hates me occasionally. Why is what? Okay, so yeah, I was kind of freaking out why that was happening. But if any of you guys have like AFK mob traps like that, a good idea is to really just drop the render settings and the graphic settings whilst you've got the game minimized. Otherwise, you're going to wreck your CPU unintentionally, and there's really no purpose of doing that. So, good little tip. But today we're going to be building a tree farm. You're probably thinking, why? Well, you've already got like 2 of them. But I did see a really nice tree design for spruce wood. The darker ones, the coloured ones. Not, oh god, my mouse. Not these ones, not these ones, but these ones. And I did not plan that sequence out just then. But I did see a really nice design for this tree farm, and I'll show you what we've got currently if you haven't seen it before. This is just going to be brief, but I'll kind of run through the synopsis of the tree farm and why I do feel like another one is necessary. This one is kind of just for looks, doesn't really do a whole great deal. I do have those capped just to make sure they don't get too big, but one annoying thing is that I've kind of got these little braces to hold them in to make sure that I can reach the top leaf. But a nice little tip I saw on the Minecraft subreddit, I do believe, about a week ago. Haven't really played this game since, but if we stick a fence and a torch next to it as it grows, it'll actually help the cutting down process. And I'm sure if we can combine that with the blocks above, we're going to have a pretty kick-ass farm. And the downside to this, obviously, why does my mouse feel like I feel like I'm running it across, like, I don't even know, like, do I even know how to describe how this feels? It's like I'm trying to run, instead of a mouse pad, I'm running it through like a carpet, or like sand. It's just ridiculous. But yeah, we have, what the fuck was that mini rant? Anyway, we kind of have to climb up this thing, do all this stuff, put our sapling back down, and then hop out and do all that stuff. Remove leaves on the sides just to get into it most of the time, just like this. And that's a pain in the butthole, so this method that I just described earlier will help us in this tree farm. And I thought I would switch it up. I keep pressing escape as if that's to open the inventory. I've been playing too much Terraria, but I don't know how many more days it will be until you see another video of that. But yeah, I'm very disorientated in this little world I have right now, but I just need music. I feel like it feels awkward. But you'll notice I haven't posted any form of video in a couple of days. And yet again, that's just the nature of my content creating juices. They tend to freeze up and seize up in the veins, and occasionally I go on little breaks, but rest assured I'll be back every now and again to keep in touch with you guys. Make sure you guys are eating well and all that stuff. I can't have you guys neglecting your bodies. What the fuck am I even saying? But hopefully everyone's doing well. And before I ramble on more about being a spastic, I'll show you guys my second farm, inverted commas there. But this is my tree forest. It isn't really a farm, just kind of a place where I put a poop load of trees together and then I cut them down. But yeah, as you'll notice, a lot of these trees kind of are annoying because you have to like dig away the leaves before you can actually access the juicy good wood. Anyway, and you'll notice that this does happen a lot, which is annoying, and I really want to figure out a way that I can combat that without it being too much of an issue, because what I do have to do occasionally is just do this and do that. And as you saw before, I do have those braces that help me reach the top, but they are kind of annoying. So what I want to do is try and incorporate these 2 forms of ingenious technology and make this tree farm a little bit sexical. Alright, let's use that word. And a bit more practical. I think I just incorporated sex and practical into one word. And if that isn't efficiency at its best, I don't know what the fuck is. But I'm not quite sure where we're going to put this thing. I was thinking of replacing this farm here, but I do feel like it it looks nice. So what I might do is actually place it underneath the wheat farm here. Seeing as though I've already got a couple of tree farms, I don't think I'll need a third one in complete vision. So that's probably where I'll put it. But as always, I'll probably put a bit of time into this off camera, make sure I can get the best looking tree farm out there. But I will record as I go along and make sure I can give you guys a bit of knowledge that you wouldn't have had otherwise. But what we might do is kill this myth here, make sure he dies. And I did get a lot of helpful tips last episode in regards to fixing my sword. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to post them onto this video if I can. Actually, now that I've said that, I'm going to have to. I'm going to try every single comment suggestion that I got, and we're going to try and fix this baby. If not, we're going to retire it and make sure it never sees the light of day again, because this is honestly the best sword I could ever hope for in this game. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go load up the comments that I got last episode, find out what episode we're on this episode, and do a bit of testing on the sword, but I'll be back. Okay, so from the comments on the screen, hopefully, if I'm not a douchebag and actually edit them in the video, I'm going to try and remember off the top of my head, because I don't have the luxury of being able to look at the future video to kind of reference in the process of making this sword on the anvil. That bunch of words really hurt my brain. But we're going to try and do all of the above, and if it doesn't work, I'm not going to be too happy, but rest assured, we can always make another sword. I'm going to stop rhyming, by the way. I always get into these contagious rhyme sessions that are just bad because I try to maintain them, and then I just sound like a 50-year-old man trying to be hip and shit. So we're going to avoid that completely. And from what I remember, we had a few options. We had make a diamond sword, and the most basic one was to just fix it with an anvil. But as you can see, we get the too expensive variant, explanation, and we can't really do that. But another one I got was to use diamonds. Not sure how many, so I'm not sure how many is. We're just going to pile them on here. And I don't know if you're going to need more than 7, so I'm going to try and discontinue that idea. And I think we're going to have to retire our master sword here. Unfortunately, we couldn't name it the butthole burner, but we still have one nonetheless. The looting really isn't too necessarily these days, but once I do create like a cow farm, if that ever happens, or a piggy farm, I'm sure we will require looting once again, but I'm not sure where we should replace this. Retire this sword in here. You served me well, buddy, but your time's up, and you didn't last very long. But anyway, we'll move on. We have the butthole burner to maintain us through these sad times. But what I did need to do is collect a ton of saplings. Next, that is actually a really annoying thing to have to do, and I really want to have this farm having the same theme as the wood that's being planted within it, and that is the dark, sprucey, good wood. And I don't know, I just feel like that'll make it look nice, and I'm not sure if we should have the whole floor with just dark wood as opposed to grass, but I do feel it will give it a bit of texture, a bit of uniqueness, and being up against this regular wood, I think it will blend in nicely. And it should be nice and sexy, but I'm not quite sure how I'm going to transition it, if I'm going to put like spruce wood on the side of it. But I'm not, I'm not quite sure how much of this thing I will use for the whole farm. As you can see, taking a while to load, but we're actually running Minecraft 1.4.5, and I'm pretty sure that's the same patch I was using last time I recorded, so that's actually quite unusual for me recording videos. But once this is loaded, you'll probably see that we don't have a massive amount of area to work with, but we don't really need that anyways. I'm just going to log in and out so we can actually see what the hell we're working. God damn it, Terraria fucking used to annoyingness. Not quite sure how much of this underneath we will actually need to be using to create this farm, but I want to at least have 100 blocks of wood at any given harvest, probably 2 stacks preferably, and if we give it about an average of 6 or 7 blocks per tree, we're going to need about 20 to 30 trees, so that's probably going to be my modest goal when making this farm. But I don't need it to be this high output kind of farm, it just needs to be semi-sustainable, and I can always rotate between the 3 farms. And the reason why, I don't know if I discussed this earlier, I'm going to try and switch it up. I don't want to do too much on the sheep farm too consistently. I don't want to have 5 episodes consecutively working on the I almost call it the Moo Moo farm, the Bar farm. So that's why we're just switching up today. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna go work my butt off. What of the day can be bus stop. Why? I don't even know. But I'm gonna go ahead and work on this for a little while. Maybe live stream it. Who knows? Doesn't matter. It's already been done now that you're seeing this. But I'm gonna work on it nonetheless. And hopefully it looks a little bit nicer the next time you see it. I'm gonna strategically place myself in this corner. No, that seems like a bad angle. And we're gonna slowly transition into the future. Alright guys, so here it is. After about 4 hours of live streaming, we have the end result. A nice little tree farm that I haven't exactly finished, but I've done most of the work. And all that's left to do is figure out why the fuck my sound isn't working. Anyway, onwards. So yeah, this took quite a while. I kind of decided to add some minor aesthetics as was going on. This rain doesn't make any sense at all. But this is the final result I came up with, and I'm pretty happy with how it looks. But as I said, it isn't quite finished, and the roof is strategically placed to be a certain height. And it isn't perfect, but I think it will work. And as I was saying before, if we had these fences, this is the final touch that I only need to add. If we had these fences with torches above them, son of a bitch, go down. If we add these down, when the tree grows, we won't have to contest with any leaves. And I've never actually tried this for myself, so I could be getting trolled hardcore. But to my knowledge, that's how it worked. And that's how we're going to do it. And I'm not quite sure. If it doesn't work, I'll be a bit pissed off. But if it does work, I'll be happy as. But, I don't know. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. I'm trying to switch it up a little bit. And, I don't have enough fences. We're going to have to make some more. But what happens is, this combined with the torch doesn't give the leaves any spaces to spawn. So all you get is this naked trunk, and you can just walk underneath it. Harvest the nice little goodies, and then be on your merry way. But we've got to make some fences before we complete this and end the episode. This episode might be a little bit shorter than regular. I have put a hell of a lot of time into it, but it doesn't really feel like it because of the shorter video. But just trying to get an episode out because I haven't made a video in so long, and I don't know if it's laziness or not. I just get out of the habit of making videos occasionally. Then I pop back into it momentarily. It's just the amount of time is just random. But if you guys didn't check it out, I made a Terraria video. I've released my first episode of that the other day, and a lot of you guys enjoyed it, but a lot of you guys didn't see it as well. So if you want to check it out, I would suggest you do so if you're interested in Terraria. But one thing about that game that I do talk about in it is the fact that if you think that that game is a Minecraft ripoff, and that's the only thing stopping you from playing it, then definitely revise why you're not playing that game. Because the game's very, very different. There are obviously some things about it that have commonness about it. What else do I say about it? There are some similarities with the two games, but overall they are completely different. And Terraria is a really fun game, but I'm not quite sure how regular I will upload the episodes, and even if I'll continue, and I'm sure I'll get some out every now and again when I feel like playing Terraria, but that's something I'm not going to rush at all, and I'll just get it out when I can. But in saying that, a lot of you guys have really been enjoying Tekkit, and I haven't played that in a long time, and I've been told quite a few times by multiple people that I should check out the Feed the Beast mod. And apparently the story behind that is that the creators of Tekkit never ever really credited or got permission from the mod makers, the clusterfuck of mods that are in Tekkit. They didn't really get permission to use those mods, but Feed the Beast is pretty much Tekkit with a bit more morality or ethics behind it, I do believe. I haven't played it or seen it. Well, dad English, bro. But if you guys think it would be interesting for me to check that out, and I could just continue my Tekkit Let's Play through Feed the Beast, then let me know, because what I would plan on doing is not cancelling Tekkit, but handballing it over to Feed the Beast. I'm not quite sure if they're the same, but I would be starting a new map, because I do think that a lot of the stuff in Tekkit would be buggy, and some of the mods may not be featured, and some of the things may not even work. But if you guys think Feed the Beast would be an interesting thing for me to play through, please let me know. Why is this tree not growing? I'm a bit surprised. But yeah, you'll notice that no matter how many of these I set up, none of them will have leaves in the annoying places, and I can just harvest them automatically. And that's a good little tip if you guys are making a spruce tree wood farm. Pine wood, my bad. I always get them mixed up. I don't know, wait a minute. Yeah, son of a bitch, I got confused. There's pine and there's spruce. So if you're making these sorts of farms, definitely try this format. Definitely a lot better than the alternative of just spamming trees down everywhere. So hopefully that helps out a few of you guys. If I knew the original concept behind that, whoever figured that out first, I'd really like to give them credit. But I didn't figure it out for myself. But hopefully it helps you guys out nonetheless. But anyway, I think we better go check our Word of the Day winners for last episode. And I did figure out that this episode is actually episode 94, so a little bit happy. But you guys are going to have to give me, as always, a rating out of 10 for this little structure that I've built. And hopefully the before and after little phase kind of showed how much work went into this. But anyway, as I said, we're going to go plodge along to our Word of the Day sanctuary and probably conclude this episode up fairly shortly. Keep it short and concise. And if you guys have any interesting activities that I haven't done yet in my world that I just for some reason have missed out, please let me know, because I'm looking for little like witch hunts and stuff. Like, I would do a witch's hut hunt, but I fear that it would take multiple hours, and I did it in a live stream once and it took me 5 hours to find it, although I do believe that I turned structures off, so that was the biggest troll I've ever fucking self-induced ever. But anyway guys, as I said, I'll go check the comments section for the last episode of my Minecraft LP, check who won the Word of the Day, and I will join you guys once I've done all that. Okay, so if my eyes don't deceive me, episode 93 went to another person who's very good at getting these signs. Ninja'd the shit out of it yet again, but that winner was Sarabwort with about his 5th sign, I do believe. Not quite sure how many you're up to, man, but you've done quite a lot. But I do want to give honourable mentions to Rock Your Ass, and don't let the username kind of throw you off, but he's been very loyal for quite a while, and I do wish you the best of luck for your signs, man, and hopefully you get one very soon, because I feel bad every time you just miss out. I'm like, god damn it. If only you were a few seconds quicker. But anyway, episode 94 rather, will remain unclaimed until one of you munchkins post the comment in the comment section. But anyway guys, I think my time is up for today. I apologize if the episode wasn't as long as you was hoping for, but hopefully some of you guys enjoyed it nonetheless. I did put a lot of time into this one, so I hope it was worth the wait. And that was a weird little cutout. But anyway guys, that was episode 94 of my Minecraft Let's Play. Let me know as always if you enjoyed it, and as always if you did get the Word of the Day but you weren't first, feel free to post it anyway and let me know that you found it for yourself. But I think I'm a bit sleepy, it's like 5:30 in the morning right now. So we're gonna go to bed, physically and Minecraftably. That's a new word, bitches. Anyway guys, I'll catch you guys later for the next episode. And have a good one guys, take care.